So welcome to episode 1 of Trail Feature Focus. This is something that I've wanted to do for a little while now, just to be able to help other people who may not know trails as well as what I do, and hopefully it's something that other people can do as well to help me with trails that I don't know as well as others do, and just ideally give you a little bit of knowledge around different features and spots on the trail, I guess, that are a little bit tricky and require a little bit of skill to be able to get through and pass through when you're riding. So yeah, episode number 1, Ewok Chutes. I know it's an area that quite a few of my mates do struggle with, and a lot of them are fine with it as well, but it is something that's quite intimidating. Instead of doing just the main line, I thought I'd do all 3, so hopefully there's something in there for everyone, and shared a few thoughts along the way as well. So enjoy. If this is something that you do like video wise, please let me know. If you don't like it, also let me know, because there's no point in me doing more if you don't like it. But yeah, please shout out, subscribe obviously if you do like it, because there'll be more of these videos in the future, and hopefully, especially for those people that are struggling with certain features, yeah, hopefully it's useful for you, and it gives you some insight into how I go about clearing a couple of these features. So enjoy episode 1. We're going to go up to Ewok now, so I'll see you there. Cheers. All right, so coming out of the creek bed there, and then you're faced with this. Can go right. I went right for ages. Way too sketchy for me though now. Quite loose off camber, and you just don't want to end up down there. So left is definitely a safer option. So just walking it over a little rock drop. Again, just ease your brakes on and off. Through here you got a couple of options. You can stay high side. I'll quite often just play safety and go in through the middle there. Then once you get to here, you got the 3 options. So you got the right hand option there, keep going for the other 2. Okay, so this right hand chute. Past this here, dip your nose in, again, try and lay off the brakes. And if you can, try and stay in the middle there. I've only ridden this one a few times actually, because this time of the year in summer, it's actually a lot harder than it looks unless we've had rain, which we've had a little bit lately, because you can lose your back end down the right hand side here off the camber. But it looks like we've got a bit more of a rut now, so that's good. So coming down, again, just walking down, straight down. This is pretty straightforward. The only tough part of here is probably the entry and the exit. Again, you can see the exit there. A couple of people have been catching there or into that spot, but you can see a lot of tire marks starting to now go up and over the top of that. So whether people are manualing out of it to soak up that hole, or just rolling, the one thing you want to do is make sure that you're nowhere near your front brakes when you get to here, because if you do that, chances of you going over the bars are pretty high, I'd say. And then it's just a clean run out. Basically carry the brakes the whole way down if you want to. So far right chute this time. Dip her in. Basically carry the brakes the whole way down if you want to. Just got to let them go at the end there for that last little bump. Make sure you don't go over the bars. So definitely a lot easier, but also presents its challenges when it's all dry. Coming through here like you do with the main one. Over a couple of different lines here, in through there, or roll straight over there. Again, something I haven't done much at all this one, so it'll be interesting when I do come to do it. But again, coming over, you want to, and Most modern bikes, so 27.5, 29, will get over this bit. Again, you just want to be off your brakes a little bit and you'll roll straight over it. You can see probably a few pedal strikes and stuff in there. Bit of damage on that tree as well. Probably suggests that a couple of people have gone straight into that. But it's all about brake management through here. You don't want to be grabbing at your brakes because you want to be maintaining enough speed. A little bit of a drop, straight into a tight right-hander. Another little drop to the end here, and straight off through there to your left. So again, I'd probably rate that one as slightly harder than the main chute, to be honest, just because it's a lot more techy. Definitely. I'll come over the main entrance point, over this rock, and around. Definitely a lot harder than the main chute. Got to control your braking a lot more, especially right next to that tree there. If you grab too much front, you're over. So yeah, I'd definitely rate that one a bit more techie, even though it's slower speed and less risk, maybe a bit more techie. So let's go down the main chute. So right through here, bit of a rock drop, another bit of a rock drop. Try and get out to the left here to try and get yourself straightened up a little bit. And then generally, I'm going in through these two here, spotting that little gap in there. So it's sort of the smoothest way down in terms of routes. That one there, that one there, and that one there. Coming down. By this stage here, you definitely, this is your point of, way past your point of commitment actually, but you definitely want to try and stay off the brakes here. If you need to, dud the rear only. And then you're generally dropping down into that section just here. And the rest of it's really easy once you get past that. You just ride the rut. Because of this thing on the left-hand side, or right-hand side here, we're starting to see a little bit of, I'll take you down there in a sec, a little bit more of a kind of a corner emerge there. So that used to be quite straight and catch you. Now what it does when you hit that is you kind of get spat to the right a tiny little bit, but by the time you're there, you're going to be fine anyway. It's just something to bear in mind. So, all right, so down again over this route. Bloody a lot harder walking it than it is riding it. And this last section where this new Chutes comes out. So this is that bit of corner here where I was saying that a lot of people come out of this chute just here, and catch that. Because of that, it's sort of eroded that bank a little bit. So you just got to be mindful of that. And then you just ride it out up onto the embankment there. Entering the main chute here, over, down, change the brakes, straighten up, and there you go. So don't try and correct if you get to the bottom there, so it's a little bit far right, don't try and correct, just use that catch bend. If you try and grab the brakes too much, it'll either wash out or go over. Alrighty guys, hopefully that's been of help to you, doing those 3 chutes. And hopefully it's something that you can bear in mind next time you do Ewok as well, depending on conditions. The one just over my head there, right hand at the top, bit easier in the wet. Main one a lot harder in the wet, as is this one over here. Main line though, definitely a lot easier in my opinion, tech wise, than this far left one, just because of the extra complications at the corner and stuff comes or throws up, and I guess a few of those steps and roots and stuff. So yeah, the main line, as long as you stay away from your brakes, is a lot easier than what it looks, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Yeah, like I said before, I mean, I'm going to be doing a lot more of these now, so I want to try and help you guys out, particularly the beginners. Like I was saying, when I was a beginner, I would have found this sort of thing invaluable. So hopefully, even if one person can get some value from it, that'd be awesome. So cheers.